So I ended up getting a hotel room last night. As Karen flies in today, I'm excited. So I just talked to her, she's in Dallas, and she's about ready to board the plane and head to Glacier National Park. That's where I'm at right now. I'm at a hotel in Kalispell or something like that. I don't know how you pronounce it. Finishing up the edit for today. I'm gonna go pick up Karen at the airport. It's a 15-minute drive from here and go finally see my wife. It's been, what, 8 days now? I think 8, something like that, 8 or 9 days. Gosh, that's a long time. So this video is a little bit out of sequence from my trip videos. First 2 videos I shot really are out of sequence. This one and the next one coming up. This is when I flew my wife out to Glacier National Park. The whole process all the way there was me riding with the out-of-spec motoring crew where we took electric motorcycles across Montana. That's an interesting video of us hunting for charging where there was no charging at all. There's no superchargers. Where we were at were hundreds of miles away from superchargers. But that video's coming. I'm editing that. This one is just picking my wife up at the airport. Not really Tesla related that much, but we did go to Glacier National Park just for a little bit. And then towards the end of the video, that's when range anxiety hits in, figuring out how to make it to the supercharger where we were heading towards Salt Lake City. So a little different video, but really there's charging everywhere. You just gotta really look for it. This video is brought to you by Roof Nest, MountainPass Performance, and by Onyx Off-Road. Also brought to you by getting our car all cleaned up and situated. There's a lot of stuff inside here, and Karen's bringing a bag, so I really have to make room for her as well. I'm gonna probably put my clothes on top of that over there, have all of her stuff on one side, my stuff on the other side. We got all the charging stuff back here, the battery with the solar panel, charging the battery pack right now, and also charging these batteries. That one looks like it's done already. That's good. I don't need the drone today because we're gonna be in the park. Maybe later tonight we'll fly it if we stop somewhere. So that's all packed up there. Wow, look at that dust from yesterday. Proper. I'm gonna have to put this in the back. I cleaned out a space for Karen so she's able to be here. What is it, 11 o'clock, her flight lands at 12. It's 15 minutes, I'm gonna get there early and wait for her just in case they do fly a little faster and get here, because I'm excited to see her. I'm at the airport, she should arrive soon. Just parked the car, I'll go get my computer. A lot of people at this airport. Parking lot's packed. I mean, it's a small parking lot, but got the computer, got a mask, got my phone. Let's go get her. Karen has just landed and she should be walking through the door over here really soon. I know, it's so bright here. So I told Karen to pack lightly. You already saw I had a bunch of stuff in here, but now she has her book bag and then this gigantic suitcase. It barely squeezed in.
It's 2 weeks. I have to have enough clothes.
I already brought you a bag of clothes. This might not close.
Well, I'll organize it.
So the plan today is head up to Glacier, get some lunch, walk around, spend some time together, show Karen the stuff I saw yesterday, the beautiful weather. It's beautiful weather today. It's going to be awesome up there.
It's so nice.
And we'll go on some hikes. The bears are awake, so I got some bear spray. But from what everyone said, that on the trails, they kind of know where people are, and they've been sprayed with bear spray before, so they stay away from people normally.
We can do whatever we want. We have 2 weeks off.
2 weeks. So I think tonight we're gonna take off and head towards Salt Lake City. Found a really nice campground. that'll ease you into this camping stuff.
We're not glamping. We're camping.
It's a bougie campground, but
it's bougie.
You'll like it.
Can you even call a campground bougie? That doesn't even sound. That sounds like an oxymoron or something.
Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it. That's a video. That is where all this water is coming from. Flowing down the mountain. It's a waterfall. There's still ice and snow up there. And then right there is where it's all pouring out.
I'd love to see where it's pouring out.
And it probably feeds in.
Underground, you think?
It feeds in and just filters over, probably underneath or somehow. It's crazy.
So beautiful here. Relax.
And this happens all over the mountain range. But then it happens over there too. There's snow up on top that's coming down the mountain.
Rift.
So we had some fun at Glacier National Park. We're heading out now because we were going to go to this town that is all totally run by solar. I stopped at it yesterday with Kyle from RockPALS Motoring. We were through here with the bikes. They headed on to Idaho to finish their trip. I stayed here to pick up Karen. We wouldn't have range if we did that. To get all the way down to the supercharger, it's 134 miles. The car says we have 174. But with the roof box, with the tent on top and all this other stuff in the back, I don't think we actually have 134 miles. So, welcome to the trip that has been so far with Kyle. We're gonna have to try to find some charging along the way. Probably a destination charger. Did you bring that adapter, by the way?
I did.
Oh, good. All right, well, we really don't want to use that. We'd rather use the destination charger because that would charge a little bit faster. But we're gonna have to stop somewhere and get a little bit more.
I'm not worried. I don't have range anxiety. We're on vacation.
We're on vacation, doesn't matter.
We'll figure it out.
If we run out of juice, we'll get a hotel there.
Figure it out.
Plug in 110, sleep overnight. But we are going to get a hotel tonight because Karen woke up super early 2 hours ago because they're 2 hours behind in North Carolina. And so
2 hours ago?
2 hours in the past from where I was. That doesn't even make sense.
It would be 3 a.m. my time, or our time in North Carolina, but here it was 1 a.m. So literally I've been up since 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. So we have stopped here at this public charger here at a restaurant. It's a 32 amp charger. One thing I didn't plug in here before because I'm a typical Tesla owner, I forgot my charger adapter for a J1772 plug, and Karen brought it with her on the plane, which is amazing. So we have this being charged while we went in to have a little dinner. So we weren't gonna make it to the supercharger. That's the reason for the stop. But now that we charged up enough, it looks like it says we're gonna get there with 17%, which we know that's not gonna happen. It is a slow drive through here. It's a beautiful lake. And then this is kind of a slow drive as well. So we should be doing a very low watt hour per mile. So we should be able to make it. It's 91 miles. We have 137 is what it says here. 52%. We are gonna be cutting it really close, but we're just gonna go slow because we don't have to be anywhere. And now the car says 19%. What do you think we're gonna get there with?
3 miles left.
3 miles?
1%.
1%? Probably. I'm gonna say 3%. We were just up there. This filter's all the way down here. I think this is Flathead Lake. I'm not positive on that, but wow. The water is so clear, but very, very cold. Probably isn't going to help us with our range. 25%. We've got 35 miles to go. I think we're still good. We're going very slow compared to everyone else. Luckily there's a slow lane here. I'm not pissing too many people off, but we are going to have to go slow.
That's okay. We're not in a hurry.
Correct.
I'm not worried.
Feet, turn left onto North Reserve Street.
We're almost at the supercharger.
Slowly missed it, cut the trees.
So yes, most cars would make that no problem, but as you can see, my wheels are sticking out a little bit, plus they're a lot bigger, so it's creating more drag. They're knobby tires, so it's a little rougher ride. The car is lifted, but this is the main culprit for the low range. It causes me to use 17% more energy, along with the tires and elevation. It really affects the range. Most cars are not going to have this issue. So yes, we did make it to our destination with 3% battery left, and with my car the way it is, like I said, it's only 6 miles probably. So we cut it close, but 6 miles is quite a bit. But thankfully we made it to the supercharger, and then we were able to make it to our hotel and enjoy the rest of our trip. If you have not seen the rest of the trip, click up here and it'll take you to the playlist of this whole entire trip that we did, and we had a blast. I'd like to do it again a little differently. I learned a lot, and after all these videos, I'm going to talk about what I learned traveling with this setup the way it is and what I would change, and whether I think you should do it. Spoiler alert, you should see the country. It's beautiful. So much to see. I probably wouldn't do it all in a month. I would probably break things up a little bit if you could. Anyway, stay awesome, stay positive, and I'll catch you on the next one.